Alright, Shalom. First of all, giving all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and elders of GREATMILLSTONE. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe. I'm the brother and out by YAHAWASHI, Jim at Indianapolis camp. Come on another episode to get your mind right. Today we're going to be dealing with Jeremiah 10:2. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans are learning the ways of the heathens by what? Worshiping false gods and idols. Like yesterday, the majority of you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans were celebrating what? Mother's Day, which is a heathenistic custom. That goes back to Babylonian, which is African witchcraft. The Queen of Heaven worship, you know what I'm saying? Putting a woman up on a pedestal. That's part of it, learning the ways of the heathen. What else? You got Negroes that's noticed they're Israelites, but what they're doing, they out here teaching what? False doctrine. You see what I'm saying? That's learning the ways of the heathens also, too. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to the scripture right quick. This is Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said the Lord, YAHAWASHI. It said, learn not the way of the heathen. We'll go to that word, learn. Lamad, which means to learn, teach, exercise in, to learn, to teach, to be taught, to be trained. You know what I'm saying? Let's say they were to teach, accustom, diligently. Let's see, diligently, expert, instruct, learn, skillful, teach. So it says, the Lord said what? Learn not, meaning what? Don't be taught or don't be trained in the ways of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all are being taught and being trained in the ways and the customs of the heathen. By what? Teaching false doctrines, man. Worshiping false gods. Celebrating these pagan holidays. Like Mother's Day. What's coming up next? The 4th of July. So-called Independence Day, but you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans are still in slavery. You see what I'm saying? It says what? Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Like what? Lunar eclipses, solar eclipses. You know what I'm saying? What else? So-called shooting stars. Don't be dismayed at them. For the heathen are dismayed at them. It said what? For the customs of the people are vain. Meaning what? The customs of the people are nothing. See what I'm saying? They're false. They're empty. You know what I'm saying? Because the customs of the people don't profit no value. Only thing it profits you is what? Death. Because the scripture tell you what? The wages of sin is what? Death. Meaning the payments of you transgressing the law, you're going to receive what? Death. That's why it's important for you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans to what? Stop learning the ways of the heathen. Stop being trained, stop being skillful, and stop being taught in the ways of the heathen, and stick with the ways of who? YAHAWASHI. The ways that's being taught you through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, through the what? Through the apostles, through the elders, through us younger brothers, you know what I'm saying, in the faith, man. Out here on the highways and byways pushing the truth. Those are the ways you need to be taught. Those are the ways you need to be skillful in. See what I'm saying? It's what? The ways of Israel. You Negroes, Latino, Native Americans need to come back to your laws, statutes, commandments, and your heritage of knowing what? You're an Israelite, man. You know what I'm saying? Quit being taught the ways of this white man. These Edomites. Which leading you what? Down the path of destruction. They already destined for destruction. So just like anybody that's about to get fired on a job, you know what I'm saying, or lose their career, or lose their house, what they do? They go out with a bang. So they what? They be destructive, or they try and take as many people down with them. Because why? They're sore losers. They the ones that got themselves in that situation, but they trying to take other people with them. It say, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. That's going into Christmas, but it's also dealing with these false religions, man, because what? When you go and buy flowers and balloons and cakes and candy and all this stuff on a paganistic holiday, nowadays, that's the workmanship of your hand too. You know what I'm saying? You're not necessarily cutting down a tree, but you're actually molding this God for idol worship. You know what I'm saying? By what? Taking it to your mama. Oh, mama, I love you, boo-boo. You're my dearest mother of all. Without you, there will be no me, which is a lie. Because the man carries the seed. You know what I'm saying? The man is the one that creates the child. The woman just carries the baby. See what I'm saying? That's the way of the heathen. The heathen teach you that what? It's about your maternal instinct and not paternal. Meaning what? It goes according to the mother, not the father, which is a lie. It always goes according to the father. The scripture tell you that in Numbers that you shall be known by the pedigree of your fathers. Meaning what? Your father's lineage, his seed. You know what I'm saying? His father's father and their father's fathers, not the mother. You know? But that's the way of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? That's learning the ways of the heathen. That's being taught in the mannerism of the heathen, man. That's not the ways of Israel. But Israel have always taken on the customs of the heathen, man. That's why YAHAWASHI gave us this commandment. Learn not the ways of the heathen, man. Because you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are being so quick in learning or being taught or being skillful in the ways of the heathen, man. Because you rather take on their custom instead of your custom, which is what? Israelites. By your prospective tribe. Whether Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh, Zebulun, you know what I'm saying? Issachar, Manasseh, Asher, you know what I'm saying? Reuben, Gad. You rather take on the customs of the heathen instead of calling yourself by YAHAWAH. He Prince of the Power, which is your nationality, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said what? Learn not the ways of the heathen, man. Because the ways of the heathen lead you what? To destruction, not life. But you Negro, Latino, Native Americans are hard-headed. You're stiff-necked and hard-hearted, man. So you rather see the ways of the heathen are easy for you. It's a feel-good moment. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to obey the law, statute, commandments of YAHAWASHI. You want to be with the in crowd, whatever makes you feel good. Like what was it, St. Louis on Players Club? Hey man, do something to make me feel good. That's how you Negro, Latino, Native Americans is, man. Hey man, we about to do this holiday to make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because why? This truth makes you responsible. It holds you accountable to YAHAWASHI for your actions, man. So you rather live your life in sin where you feel like you won't have to be held accountable, but you are. Because everybody got to go before the judgment of YAHAWASHI, whether it's good or bad, man. So you want to make sure your good outweighs your bad. But by you learning the ways of the heathen or being taught in the ways of the heathen, that's not going to make your good outweigh the bad. That's going to make your bad outweigh the good. Therefore, you're going to be destroyed. Ooh, Salaki, you see what I'm saying? So that just, quick thoughts through the spirit, man. Because I was thinking about this yesterday, where everybody celebrating this damn Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying, going all out their way, traveling all over the earth, in and out of town, to bring your mama some flowers and roses, to put her up on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Just because she pissed your daddy off and made your daddy leave her, it's still in your eyes she the greatest woman on the earth. I done seen women that's crackheads, you know what I'm saying, to lose their children, but the children still love them more than the father, and the father's the one that's showing them nothing but love and took care of them. Like Dwayne Wade. He put his mother up on a pedestal, but it was his father that got him involved in basketball. Took him out of this situation with his mother, who was a drug addict, you know what I'm saying? And his father made sure that he lived a better life, but it was Dwayne Wade grew up and said it was his mother that gave him inspiration. He never mentioned nothing about his father. But that's learning the ways of the heathen, man. This Queen of Heaven worship, putting your mother up on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody acknowledge their father anymore. Only time they say something about their father is something negative. The bastard left me. You know what I'm saying? I never knew who my daddy was. I hate him because of the BS that your mama told you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of admitting that what? She was a whore. She always pissed your daddy out because her mouth always talking shit, you know what I'm saying? Never played her role as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Always sleeping around with everybody. She never admitted her wrong, but your father's the one she drug through the mud and made you hate a man that you never knew. There's always two sides of the story. Now, three sides. Your side, his side, and the truth. And the truth always prevails, man. See what I'm saying? So you people out there, you better start learning the ways of this white man, man. And go back to your heritage of being an Israelite, you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? So with that, abba, shalom.